maybe spending some more time with the boring Danish couple was not that bad of an idea. Hello everybody, I'm Jay Mayer and welcome to another 2024 movie of a film that I have seen last month in September. And this time I'm gonna review Speak No Evil. And it is a horror thriller movie directed by James Watkins and starring is James McAvoy, Mackenzie Davis and Scoot McNairy. And Speak No Evil, also a movie that came out like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I have seen it last Saturday because also like with Beetlejuice, I was not really that excited to see this movie. I actually had no plans to check it out, but I was again in a mood to see something new at the theaters, and I thought, why not give Speak No Evil a shot? Because I hear good things about this movie. It had good ratings, so maybe it's actually a good movie. Now, before I go into the review, be aware that I have not seen the original movie, the original Speak No Evil movie from 2 years ago. I believe it was a Danish movie. I have not seen it. I know this is a remake of that movie, so I don't know anything about that story. I know that the ending for this American remake is a bit different than the original movie, but again I cannot compare the two as I have not seen the original, so I'm just gonna talk about the remake, as it's the only one that I have seen. So what's Speak No Evil about? Speak No Evil starts in Italy, and we are at a vacation resort. There are all kinds of couples from families from all kinds of nationalities coming together in this hotel of or bed and breakfast motel setting, and we're focusing on the American couple. Move to London and they meet this other British couple that is played by James McAvoy and Alison Franciosi. And during this holiday, the two couples are really having a good time with each other, and the British couple invites the American couple to spend the weekend at their farm, basically. And during that weekend, things are not what they seem to be. And that's basically the movie. Now I have seen the movie. I had not really high hopes for it. Based on the things I have here, based on the ratings, I thought the movie was going to be good. And I actually was a bit disappointed by the movie. It was not really a movie that blew me away, that surprised me or anything. And at certain moments I was actually pretty bored with the movie. And the biggest issue that I have with the movie is actually the whole build-up. The build-up is actually well written, but it didn't keep me interested or keep me captivated to the end, to wait to everything goes really crazy. It was we as an audience, we basically suspect that this British couple is not really normal. Let's say they are a bit crazy and they pretend to be normal and friendly, and they are not. And during this whole build-up on that farm, it gives you an uncomfortable feeling. You feel like the American couple. Everything that happens on this farm, it gives you an uncomfortable feeling, and basically you would go back to your home really fast if you are in that situation, but they always try to let them stay. They stay, and other uncomfortable things happen, and it was just not interesting, and it was boring. And I was watching this actually in a very crowded theater, and it was not the nicest people in the theater. They were very loud and they were talking, Maybe it has to do with the movie, I don't know, and sometimes they were laughing at certain things that were happening during that build-up. I don't know if that was intentional or maybe it's just a cultural difference, because this whole build-up, maybe to certain cultures or in other countries, it will be seen as more horrifying, more terrifying. With me and my audience, it was kind of funny. It was more like comedy than it was more like a thriller, and maybe it was just the audience, I don't know. But it also put me out of the movie. It had no tension for me, and then we got to the third act, and then the crazy stuff really happens. But also the whole third act, I knew the violence was going to kick in at the third act, but I was a bit disappointed at the violence. I expected more crazy stuff. The things we see are crazy. They are crazy enough, but like when I heard about it, I thought it was going to be really violent and such. But there is violence, but I think it's just the normal kind of violence we see in the average violent movie. So nothing really that amazing. But the third act is definitely the best part of the movie. That was the more entertaining part of the movie. So I'm not really a big fan of this movie. I think the acting is alright, the writing is alright. I think James McAvoy is fantastic in this movie, even though he's not the most likable character that he plays, but he makes the movie work actually. Also, Scoot McNairy and Mackenzie Davis were brilliant in this movie. They are believable as these parents. But the biggest stars in this movie are actually the two kids. They really play fantastic. They were so believable, and they were the best part of this movie, to be honest. So there are definitely good things in this movie, but it's okay. The movie is good enough, I guess, but it's not a movie that I'm gonna rewatch anytime soon. So these were basically my thoughts about the movie Speak No Evil. I liked it to a certain extent. I will recommend it to give it a watch. Maybe you will like it. That's good if you like it, but it was not for me. Always be free to share your thoughts on this movie below in the comments. What did you think about the movie? Would love to read those. And if you want to see more reviews of me in the future, always be free to subscribe to my channel. Until the next time.